Hello, welcome back to my channel everybody. I have a very easy recipe today. While I was in the fridge, I've got this cucumber that is starting to go a little bit soft. So I thought I'd pickle it. So if you want to join me as I pickle, I've found 2 jars so I can make some for my neighbour and take some down to her. The thing is that when it gets too soft, it's no good in sandwiches or salads. It's just too soggy. So it's better to try and preserve it somehow without wasting it, because we're all about cost effective and simple living here. So we're going to pickle it. So join me as I do some pickling. First I'm going to peel some of it, cut it in half and scrape the soggy seed out, and we'll get started that way. Right, to cut the end bit off, that's a bit, and I've cut the other end bit off there. I've washed it, peel it so that it's quite stripy and it looks effective in the jar. So it's sort of kind of like that. This is nice with curries, barbecues, those kind of things. There was a little bit of a soggy bit there which I'll just cut out so we don't have that. Cut in half. And the best way to get the seed out is to get yourself a teaspoon and just scrape it out. So that's what I do. I just get it like that and I scrape it out. So it's hollow. Yeah, and it stops. See, that's a lot of liquid coming out, and that would be no good in a salad. It'd be all right for juicing. Like so. And then what we're going to do is just cut it in slices. So it's like little half moon shapes. Put it in the jar. I'm just thinking there's not as much as I thought there was here, so I might add some carrot in here as well. And have pickled carrot. So they're the 2 jars, and I'll go get a carrot and we'll fill it up with a bit of carrot. I'm not sure how much carrot we're going to need in here, but I'll peel it all. And then we'll make the pickling syrup. actually the wrong knife. Yeah, that looks colourful. The green and the orange in there. Looks pretty. Right, I'll do the second jar and come back and do the pickling syrup with you. Okay, both jars are now full. And we'll get on to the pickling syrup. I'll clean this mess up and we'll get started on that. Okay, we now get on to the pickling. Now, it's always equal parts. So, today I'm doing, I wonder if that's going to fill it. That's half a cup. So I'll do a quarter to make it 3/4 of a cup of white vinegar. 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, which means then it has to be 3/4 of a cup of water and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And that's the water, and I'll just get the sugar out. Realised I've used all my white sugar. So I'm going to have to use raw brown sugar, which is fine. 3/4. 3/4 is there. Okay. So we'll just fold that up to 3/4. So you want it to your 3/4 mark. That goes in the solution with the vinegar and the water. You then put that on your element. And you just bring it to a slow simmer so it's all dissolved and cooked. So I will bring you down to that shortly. Right, that's in the pot, just dissolving. Doesn't take long at all. You just want to heat it through. You don't want to boil it. So in the jar, I've added a bay leaf and some little juniper berries to give it a bit of colour. So just one way of using up your vegetables. You can do it with cauliflower, you can do it with peppers, capsicum, anything that you may have that you feel is not going to be any good in another dish. Pop it in a jar and do some pickling. It's that easy. Alright, so we'll just keep doing this for a little bit, get it heated through, and I'll come back to you. That's cooking on the bottom now. You don't want it to boil. All dissolved. Take it off the heat, let it cool down, and then once it's cooled down a little bit, you can pour it straight into the jars, which I'll do with you. And this makes the perfect gift to take to dinner. If you've been invited somewhere and you want to have a little side dish, take it to the host. You know, if you've got something left over and you want to share it with someone, you can do it like I've done into 2 little jars. It doesn't have to be a big jar. So again, it's all about simple living and being cost effective and no waste. Okay, I've took the pickling juice into a jug, let it cool down a bit. As I said, I've put a bay leaf and a couple of juniper berries in there to give it a bit of colour. My neighbour's not that flash on pickling. She gets indigestion, so she may not like this. I'll take it down and see. Try and fill the pickling juice over so it's all covered to the top. And it just makes a gorgeous little gift for people. Yeah, it's nice and cool now. Get a bit of a shake. There you go. Lovely little gift for people. And one way of using up your vegetables that are going a little bit soft, you just want to be able to get rid of them without wasting them. Give it a bit of a shake. I mean, you can do all sorts of combinations, but today that's what we're doing. I hope you've enjoyed this. Do take care. Much love and many blessings to you all. Bye for now.